I think the reason you're seeing more incidents of this kind of racist abuse, particularly over social media, is an empowering of that racist element, which I think is down to political leadership, and you're seeing that spill out into our communities. I also feel, and I've always been very critical of social media, and the way it can be used. Listen, I understand and accept that social media is a very, very powerful tool. You know, we use it at Show Recently Red Card to very good effect, as any number of organizations do. But similarly, when you have a technology like this, as powerful as this, it will be abused, and that's what you're seeing now, concerningly. So you have, as I say, an empowering of that racist element, combined with a powerful technology and platform that's spurring this on, and people feeling that they're anonymous, that what they say on the internet and or what they share on social media isn't against the law, can't be enforced, and they can't be caught. What we have to see is these perpetrators not just be caught and exposed, but be punished. And listen, I understand it was a minor in the case of Wilfred Zaha. I'm not sure what will come of McGoldrick, or who you know. I don't know the particulars around that perpetrator, but certainly we know with Zaha it's a minor, which is as discouraging and upsetting as anything. But we know that they can be caught, and that there will be repercussions for it. That's what we have to see enforced, and enforced aggressively. I'm not just speaking about this case in particular, generally. At the same time, though, I don't think that the technology companies themselves, be it Twitter or Instagram, which is a Facebook company, have done a good enough job in terms of their own direction of how their medium is to be used, and everybody keeps framing this thing as free speech. Well, it's not, you know, certainly, and I'll use the US Constitution here. Free speech just says that you can't be punished by the government for something that you say, as long as it doesn't incite violence or doesn't fall outside of their protected issues. That's the government. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter are all private companies. They can dictate how their platform is to be used. Now, I also understand that the other side of that very same coin is when you restrict these major platforms too much, you have sprouting up of other platforms that encourage and foster that sharing of extreme ideologies, and that can be every bit as dangerous, and also needs to be policed by the authorities. But certainly, in terms of in terms of these private companies and how they do business and how they allow their platforms to be used, that's on them. Facebook go on this campaign of well, you know, we are far more relaxed or allowing in terms of what content can be shared and what we deem as free speech. And then all of a sudden, when private companies say they're no longer advertising on Facebook, they strengthen their protocols. So, you know, they are reactive to a commercial concern of theirs. It's only when they start losing money, now all of a sudden, you have some kind of a moral guideline around it. That needs to be done from the start, from the get-go. If they didn't, or if they had, maybe we wouldn't be having this conversation now. And it would be a conversation, as I say, it'll be a conversation about some other platforms being used by extreme ideologies. But these platforms, which are in the main, should not be used as or abused or allowed to be abused as they have been for far too long.